Yesterday we discussed that is how to analyze the frame with sway by moment distribution method. So today I will solve one question. This is the question. Determine the end moments of the members of the frame as shown in figure. EI values are indicated along the members. So this is the frame, and due to this lateral loading acting on the vertical member AB, the sway of the frame takes place. So this is the case of the sway. So here you have to analyze this frame due to this lateral loading. So this is ABCD frame, and ABCD length is 6 meter and AD length is 8 meter, and the EI for AB is given 1 and BC given 2 and for CD given 1, and one lateral load you are having at a distance 3 meter from the joint B or from support A, and the load is your 20 kilonewton. So you have to analyze this frame by moment distribution method. Already we have discussed in last class. So how you have to solve the frame when the sway takes place. So you have to solve the frame. So that is the non-sway analysis. That you have to go for the non-sway analysis first. Then you have to go for the sway analysis. So in non-sway analysis, it will provide one restraining force at the C. So that will not take place, that lateral translation of the joint. Let us take the artificial restraining force is your S that you have to apply at C point. Here you have to apply the artificial restraining force S in this direction, so that the sway is your not takes place in the non-sway analysis. This is the frame. So here you have to apply the artificial restraining force S at the C point, so that here the no sway takes place. There is your sway is your prevented the joint. Then what you have to do? Then you have to find out what is the fixed end moments. You see, this is the ABCD. So A and D is your fixed, and here having one load, lateral load 20 kilonewton. So due to this load, you have to find out what is the fixed end moment AB and BA, MFAB and MFBA. And you know this is the lateral loading 20, and this is present at the midpoint of the vertical member AB. So MFAB is your equal to minus 20 into 6 by 8. You know that is when the concentrated load present at the midpoint. So what is the fixed end moment? Minus WL by 8, and other side plus WL by 8. Here this side is your minus 20 into 6 by 8, and this side is your plus 20 into 6 by 8. So this is minus 15 kilonewton meter MFAB, and MFB is your plus 15 kilonewton meter. Then come to the horizontal member BC. So here there is your no load. So what is the fixed end moment here and here? MFBC and MFCB is your equal to 0. Then here also you see in vertical member CD there is your no loading. So what is the fixed end moment at the end C and D? MFCD is your 0 and MFDC is also 0, because here there is no load. So the fixed end moment at the end of the member is your 0, and due to this loading only you will get the fixed end moment at the end of the member here, minus 15 and plus 15. So this is all about the fixed end moments. Then what is the next step? So you have to find out the relative stiffness of the members. So this is 3 members AB, BC and CD. And you know this is the EI is equal to 1, EI 2, EI is equal to 1. So you have to find out what is the relative stiffness of this member KB, KBA. Similarly KBC, KCB, KCD, KDC. So here KB, KBA is equal to I by 6, because here the end is fixed. So the relative stiffness is equal to I by L, but length of the member is your 6. So here you have to take I by 6. Then, but I is your equal to 1. You have to consider I is your equal to 1. So here 1 by 6. Then you have to find out relative stiffness of the member BC. KBC, KCB is your equal to here moment of inertia by length of the member BC. So I by 8, but here given I is equal to 2. So here you have to put 2 by 8 is your equal to 1 by 4. Then find out what is the relative stiffness of the member CD. KCD is your equal to KDC is your equal to I by 6. Length is your 6 and moment of inertia is I by 6, I by L, I by 6. But I is your given 1 by 6. So here 1 by 6, I by 6 is your equal to 1 by 6. So this is your relative stiffness of the members. Then find out the relative stiffness of the joints. So here you see this is one joint. So here how many member meets? Two member meets, BA and BC. KB is your equal to KBA plus KBC. Similarly at C joint, how many member meets? CB and CD. So KC is your equal to KCB plus KCD. So you find out what is the relative stiffness of the joint B and what is the relative stiffness of the joint C. So KB is your equal to KBA plus KBC. And you know KBA already you know here 1/6 and KBC already you know 1/4. So 1/6 plus 1/4 is your equal to this much, 10/24. Similarly at joint C, what is the relative stiffness? KC is your equal to KCB plus KCD. So here also KCB 1/4 and KCD 1/6, 10/24. So this is the relative stiffness of the joints. Then find out what is the distribution factor of the members. Find out for members what is the distribution factor. Here, 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 here. At the end of the member, you find out what is the distribution factor. So you know that is what is the definition of the distribution factor. You can find out the distribution factor, that is by dividing the relative stiffness of the member to the relative stiffness of the corresponding joints. So here you see as the end age you are fixed. So what is the distribution factor here? So this is your 0. RAB is your equal to 0. Then find out RBA, distribution factor RBA. So RBA is your equal to the relative stiffness of member BA divided by the relative stiffness of the corresponding joints, KBA by KB. So KBA is your equal to you know here 1/6 and KB you know here 10/24. So the ratio is your 2/5 is your equal to 0.4. Similarly, find out the distribution factor BC, RBC. So RBC is your equal to KBC divided by KB. KBC by KB. So KBC is your equal to 1/4 and KB is your equal to 10/24. So here the ratio is your coming 0.6. Then find out RCB. RCB. So RCB is your equal to KCB divided by KC. You know KCB. KCB is your equal to 1/4 and KC is your equal to 10/24. 1/4 by 10/24 is your equal to 3/5 is your equal to 0.6. Then RCD. This one RCD. So RCD is your equal to KCD divided by KC. So KCD you know 1/6 and KC you know 10/24. So here the ratio is your 2/5 is your equal to 0.4. And once again this D and is your fixed. So the distribution factor RDC here is your equal to 0. So this is the distribution factor of the members. Then you have to find out the final moments, because here you know what is the fixed end moment for non-sway analysis, and here you got the relative stiffness of the joints and distribution factors. Then using this by balancing and unbalancing and balancing by carryover and distribution of the moment, you have to go for 4-5 iterative process, 3-4 cycle. Then after getting the fractional value, then you will add up all the moments. Then you will get the final moments that you can find out in a tabular form. So here ABCD. So here you have to, when you will open this one, so ABCD as a continuous beam. So you have to solve this frame as a continuous beam. So here ABCD. So this is the relative stiffness of the member. AB 1/6, 1/4, 1/6. You write first relative stiffness of the members, then write distribution factor, and RAB you got 0 and RBA 0.4, RBC 0.6 and RCB 0.6, RCD 0.4 and RDC 0. Then you write what is the fixed end moments. Already you got MFAB -15 and MFBA +15, and for MFBC, MFCB, MFCD and MFDC there is no load, so the moment is your 0 here. Then so you start from this one here. So you have to go for the distribution of this moment. This is the fixed end moment. Then you go for the distribution or balancing the unbalanced moment. So here you see this is your -15 into 0. So what is the moment here after distribution? 0. But here you see, So what is the net unbalanced moment at joint B? This is plus 15 and this is 0. So this is the total moment at the joint B is your 15, and this moment you have to distribute to BA and BC by multiplying with the corresponding distribution factor. So 15 into 0.4, so the moment you are getting is your 6, you have to put in opposite sign. Always in balance or in distribution, you have to put in opposite sign. What is the unbalanced moment? And when you are balancing that moment, so you have to put in opposite sign. So this is minus 6. Here also 15 into 0.6, 9. So you have to put in opposite sign, minus 9. So this is the balancing the unbalanced moment or distributing the unbalanced moment. Then the next step, you have to draw one line here. Then you have to go for the carryover. So carryover. So this moment will carry over. Half of this moment will carry over to this end, because this is fixed end. So always carryover takes place to fixed end. If there is your simply supported, then there is no carryover takes place to the simply supported end. So here half of the moment is your carryover, that is minus 3, and here also half of the moment will carry over to this end, minus 4.5. So once again, after carry over this moment, once again you have to go for the distributing the moment, distribution of the moment or balancing the moment. So here also you see minus 3 into 0, 0 here. Then here you see, so minus 4.5, and this side is where there is no moment. So what is the net moment at C? Minus 4.5. So this moment you have to distribute to CB and CD by multiplying with the corresponding distribution factor. So here 4.5 into 0.6. So this is your 2.7, because this is negative, means you have to put in positive sign, plus 2.7. And here also 4.5 into 0.4 is equal to 1.8 in positive sign. So this is the distribution or balancing the moment, unbalanced moment. Then again you draw one line. Again you go for the carryover of this moment. So this moment will half of this moment will carry over to this side, plus 1.35, and here also half of this moment will carry over to this side, plus 0.9. This is the carryover of the moment. Then once again you have to go for the distribution or balancing. So here at the joint B, so what is the net moment? Because this side is your, there is no moment, and this side is your 1.35. So this moment, the net moment is your 1.35. So this moment will distribute to this side and this side. 1.35 into 0.4, and you have to put in opposite sign, minus 0.54, 1.35 into 0.6. So you have to put here in opposite sign, minus 0.81. Similarly here 0.9 into distribution factor 0. So the distribution moment here is your 0. So this is the distribution. Then again you draw one line, and then again you go for the carryover of this moment. So this moment, half of this moment will carry over to this end. This is 0.54, and here this will carry over, minus 0.27, and here minus 0.81, and half of this moment will carry over this side, minus 0.41. So this is the carryover. Once again you go for the distribution of the moment or balancing the moment. So here minus 0.27 into 0, this is 0, and here what is the net moment at joint C? Because this side is your, there is no moment, and this side is your minus 0.41. So the net moment here is your 0.41, minus 0.41. So this moment you have to balance, and you have to put this side and this side by multiplying with the distribution factor. So 0.41 into 0.6. So you have to put 0.25 positive sign, 0.41 into 0.4, and you have to put here 0.16 in positive sign. This is the balancing of the moment. Then again you go for the carryover of this moment. Half of this moment will carry over to this side, 0.13, and half of this moment carry over to this side, 0.08. Then again, once again you go for the distribution or balancing the moment. So this into 0.4 is equal to this one. This into 0.6 is equal to this one. This is a plus, so you have to go balance by negative sign. Here also you see, so this is 0.08, and you have to distribute by multiplying the distribution factor, and you have to put here 0. So then here you go see, so you got the fractional value. So then there is no need to go another cycle. So draw one line and you take the sum of the moment here. You take the add up all the moments in corresponding columns. So this is the final moment. So for non-sway analysis, minus 15, minus 3, minus 0.27. So the total is your minus 18.27. And here plus 15, minus 6, minus 0.54, minus 0.05, plus 8.41. And here minus 9, plus 1.35, minus 0.81, plus 0.13, minus 0.08, minus 8.41. Always you have to check whether the sum of the moment is coming 0 or not at the joint, because this side you are getting here 8.41 and this side here you are getting minus 8.41. So the sum is equal to 0. Similarly, here add up this one, minus 4.5 plus 2.7 minus 0.41 plus 0.25, and the summation is equal to minus 1.96, and here plus 1.8 plus 0.16. So this is equal to plus 1.96. Here also you see the total moment is equal to 0 at joint C. And here 0.9 this one, this is plus 0.98. So this is the moment you got in non-sway analysis. Then what you have to do? You have to find out those S. You have to find out this force. So the restraining force, you don't know this value. So you have to find out this restraining force S. So that there is a non-sway takes place. But you have to find out this. How you will find out this restraining force? So you have to give the direction of the moment. Here you see our vertical member AB and CD. So here minus 18.27. So you know if the moment is your negative sign. So what is the direction of the moment? This is anti-clockwise direction. So here you give anti-clockwise direction. Similarly, BA. So here plus 8.41. This is positive. So you have to give the direction of this moment is your clockwise. Similarly, here minus 8.41 anti-clockwise, and here minus 1.96. This is also anti-clockwise. Then plus 1.96 clockwise. Then plus 0.98. This is also clockwise. So accordingly, this value. So you have to give the direction of the moment. Then how you will find out this restraining force S? Because you have to analyze, you have to take individually this AB vertical member and CD vertical member, and you have to find out what is the reaction, base reaction, HA and HD you have to find out. So what you have to do? So you have to take the moment about the joint B. So in vertical member, there is your acting two moment, and this is the horizontal reaction, and this is the lateral force you are acting on the vertical member. So for vertical member AB, taking moment about B, so you have to find out HA. So when you will take the moment about B, so this horizontal reaction is your rotating clockwise, and this is also given clockwise moment, 8 point MBA is also given clockwise. So HA into 6 plus 8.41, or you can write MBA or 8.41 is your equal to, then anti-clockwise moment, this is your 20 into 3. This is your rotating anti-clockwise, and this moment is also given anti-clockwise. 20 into 3 plus MAB. Then HA you can find out, because you know MBA and MAB. This is MAB and this is MBA. So after putting MAB and MBA, you will get what is the reaction at the support A, HA, 1.64 kilonewton, and assuming direction is your OK. Similarly, take the vertical member CD, and what is the reaction at D, HD? Similarly, you take the moment about C. Here, this is when you will take the moment about C. So HD into 6, and this is your rotating anti-clockwise direction, and this is clockwise moment, and here also given this is clockwise moment. So anti-clockwise moment is equal to clockwise moment. So HD into 6 is equal to MCD plus MDC. So HD is equal to MCD plus MDC divided by 6. So this is equal to 0.49 kilonewton. So this is the HA and SD. Then what you have to do? So you got here the base shear or base reaction at A and D. This is 1.64 HA and 0.49 SD. Then you have to find out take the summation of horizontal force is equal to 0. So from this equation, you can find out what is the restraining force S. Because here you see So this is the HA is your this direction, and SC is also this direction, but HD is your opposite direction, and 20 kilonewton opposite direction. So this direction force is your equal to this direction force. HA plus S is your equal to 20 into 20 plus HD. S plus HA is your equal to 20 plus HD. So from this relation, you can find out SC is your equal to 18.85 kilonewton. So here you got from the non-sway analysis. So what is the restraining force you have to apply so that the sway in the frame not takes place. So this is the force you have to apply. Then you have to go for the sway analysis, and you have to find out SC dash. So for sway analysis, what you have to do? Because this is the question. So due to this load, so what is the sway takes place? Let us take the sway amount is your delta. This is the distortion of the frame takes place, and the sway amount is your delta at B and C. Delta. So what is the fixed moments at the end of the vertical members? M dash FAB, M dash FBA is equal to minus 6CI delta by L square. You know, so due to the sway of amount delta, so the fixed moment is equal to minus 6CI delta by L square. And you know, EI is given 1, and delta and L is given. So after putting this one, this is the value M dash FAB. Similarly, find out M dash FCD and M dash FDC, the fixed moment due to the sway amount delta minus 6(1) into delta by L square. Then what is the ratio of this one? M dash FAB by M dash FCD is equal to 1, because what is the same? This is also the same value. So the ratio is equal to 1. Then so after getting this ratio is 1, so here M dash FAB is equal to M dash FCD. So what you have to do now? So you have to assume the moments. You don't know what is the moment you have to take, and you have to go for the moment distribution of this moment. So you can assume this moment 10 minus 10 kilonewton meter, or you can also assume minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, whatever you want, that you can assume this moment. So here we will assume the moment is your minus 10 kilonewton meter, because here M dash FAB, M dash FBA, this one. So what you don't know, what is the magnitude you have to, so you have to assume one value here. So M dash FAB, M dash FBA, M dash FCD, M dash FDC is equal to minus 10 kilonewton meter. We are assuming here minus 10 kilonewton meter. Then by taking this moment, so you have to go once again for the by moment distribution method, you have to find out what is the final moment. Similarly, by the iterative process. So once again you draw the beam, and you write the relative stiffness of the members. Then you write the distribution factor here once again. Then you write the fixed moments. You know the fixed moment here you got M dash FAB, M dash FBA is your minus 10. You are assuming this one. So this is minus 10, and here for horizontal member there is your no moment in the sway analysis, and for CD also M dash FCD and M dash FDC is also minus 10. So here you put that fixed moment. But you are assuming the moment that you have to put in this column, the vertical member AB, BA, and CD, DC. Then what you have to do? Then once again you have to go for the distributing the moment. Here you see, so this is your minus 10 into 0, 0. And what is the net moment at joint B? So this is minus 10, and this side there is no moment. So what is the net moment here? Minus 10. So this moment you will distribute to this side and this side. 10 into 0.4 plus 4, and 10 into 0.6 plus 6. Similarly, what is the moment here at joint C? Minus 10, and this moment also you have to distribute to this side and this side by multiplying with the distribution factor. 0.6, 10 into 0.6, 6, 10 into 0.4, 4. Opposite sign you have to balance. And here minus 10 into 0, this is 0. So this is the distributing or the balancing the moment. Then here you draw one line. Again you go for the carryover of this moment. So half of this moment will carry over to this side, plus 2. and half of this moment will carry over to this side plus 3, half of this moment will carry over to this side plus 3, half of this moment will carry over to this side plus 2. Then again you go for the distribution or balancing the moment. So here you see this is plus 2 and you have to multiply with this 0, and what is the moment here? 0. And what is the net moment at joint B? Plus 3. And this moment you have to distribute to this side and this side by multiplying with the distribution factor. So this is plus 3 into 0.4. So here you have to put minus 1.2 plus 3 into 0.6, and here you have to put minus 1.8. Similarly, here also the net moment at joint C also 3, and this moment you have to distribute this side and this side minus 1.8 and minus 1.2. So this is the distribution or balancing the moment. Then draw another line. Then again you go for the carryover of this moment. This moment will carry over to this side, and half of this moment will carry over to this side, half of this moment will carry over to this side, and half of this moment will carry over to this side. Then after carryover, again you go for the distribution or balancing the moment. So here minus 0.6 into 0, 0, and here this is the at joint B, the net moment is minus 0.9. So here you have to distribute, you have to multiply with this one, and this is 0.36, and this into 0.6, 0.54. Here also this is similar way, you have to put here the distributing the moment or balancing the moment. Then once again draw another line and you go for the carryover. So this moment will carry over this side, this is carryover, carryover, and carryover. Then after carryover, once again you go for the balancing the moment. So here this into 0, 0, and what is the net moment at joint B? 0.267. So 0.27 into 0.4, and this is your minus 0.11. 0.27 into 0.6 minus 0.16. Here also the this is your the minus 0.16. This is, and 0.18 into 0, and here 0. Then again you go for the carryover of this moment. Then after carryover, so here you got this is the carryover is minus 0.06, and here this is minus 0.08, and here the carryover is minus 0.08, and here carryover is minus 0.06. Then again the last you go for the distribution or balancing the moment. This is into 0.4, and you have to put in opposite sign plus 0.03. This into 0.6 plus 0.05. Here also 0.05. So here you got that very fractional small value. Then you add up all the moments in corresponding columns. So here you add up these moments. So this is your minus 10 plus 2 minus 0.6, 0.18 minus 0.06. This is your minus 8.48. Here minus 10 plus 4 minus 1.2 plus 0.36 minus 0.11 plus 0.03. This is minus 6.92. This is plus 6 plus 3 minus 1.8 minus 0.9 plus 0.54, 0.27 minus 0.16 minus 0.08 plus 0.05 plus 6.92. And here you have to check whether the sum of the moment at joint B are coming 0 or not. So this is here we are getting 0. It is okay. Similarly, add up this one plus 6.92, and here also add up this one minus 6.92. Here also at joint C also we are getting the sum of the moment is your 0. So it is okay. Then here the sum of the moment is minus 8.48. So here you go to the moment from the sway analysis. Then what you have to do? You have to find out the sway force S dash. You have to find out the sway force S dash. Here you see. So what is the moment here? You are getting minus 8.48. Once again you give the direction. Minus means anti-clockwise, and this is minus 6.92. Also anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, and similarly. This side minus 6.92 and minus 8.48. Both are anti-clockwise. Here this is also anti-clockwise and this is also anti-clockwise. So give all the moment. Here also you give what is the moment, but this is not necessary here because only this vertical member, from the vertical member you will find out what is the sway force S dash. So once again you take the moment about this joint for this vertical member AB. You take the moment about the joint B. So what you have to do? This is the horizontal reaction at the end D. So when you take the moment about joint D, HA into 6, and this is your rotating clockwise, and the moment is your given anti-clockwise. So HA into 6 is your equal to MAB plus MBA, M dash AB plus M dash CBA. So this is your equal to HA is your equal to 2.57 kilonewton. Similarly, find out ST. Here also for vertical member CD. So take moment about C. Here HT into 6 clockwise. This is your anti-clockwise. Clockwise moment is your equal to anti-clockwise moment. So MCD plus MDC. So HD is your equal to M dash CD. This 8.48 plus 6.92 by 6. So this is your 2.57 kilonewton. Then by taking the summation of horizontal force is your equal to 0, you have to find out what is the S dash. So here you see, when you are going for the sway analysis, you don't need to take this load, point load. So this, due to this load, already you have taken in non-sway analysis. But in sway analysis, so what is the sway force is required for the distortion of the shape to the amount delta. So here this the lateral load is not required. Only have to take this HA and HT. When you will find out the S dash, you have to take the summation of horizontal force is equal to 0. So HA plus SD is equal to S dash. So HA you got here 2.57 and SD you got here 2.57. So S dash is equal to 5.14 kilonewton. So here this is the sway force. Then after getting the sway force, here you got non-sway force S 18.85 by taking the external load, and here you got the sway force S dash by assuming the amount delta, and from that analysis you by taking the fixed end moment, assuming the fixed end moment minus 10 kilonewton meter, and here you got the sway force S dash. Then you find out what is the sway correction factor. The sway correction factor is equal to S by S dash. So you got S is your 18.85 and you got here S dash is equal to 5.14. So this ratio is equal to 3.67. Then after getting the sway correction factor, then you can find out the what is the final moment. So the final moment of the frame is equal to non-sway moment plus K into sway moment. So you got what is the non-sway moment? You got here. This is the non-sway moment minus 18.27. These are the moment for different corresponding end of the members, and here you got the sway moment. What you have to do? So you have to find out the final moment. So the non-sway moment plus the sway correction factor into the sway moment. So this the total is your minus 49.39 kilonewton meter. Similarly, MBA. So in MBA also the non-sway moment is your 8.41 and the sway moment is your minus 6.92, and this is the sway correction factor. So this total is your equal to minus 16.99. Similarly, MBC. So this is minus 8.41 non-sway moment into sway correction factor into the sway moment. So this is plus 16.99. So you have to check this total are jointly. The MBA and MBC both are coming 0 or not, you have to check here. So it is coming here we are getting minus 16.99 plus 16.99. So it is okay. Similarly, MCB minus 1.96 plus sway correction factor and 6.92 is equal to 23.44 kilonewton meter. Then MCD minus 23.44 kilonewton meter. Here you see the both the moment, the net moment is your equal to 0 plus 23.44 and minus 23.44. Then MDC is your equal to this is minus 30.14. So this is the final moment. Then after knowing the final moment, then you have to give the direction of the moment. You have to give the direction of the moment. Here you see this is negative, so anti-clockwise, and here you see MBA negative anti-clockwise. Here also this is anti-clockwise, and MBC positive clockwise. Then MCB, this is positive clockwise. Then MCD negative anti-clockwise. Then MDC negative anti-clockwise. So first you give the direction of the moment. Then what you have to do? And you see in vertical member AB, there you are having one lateral load, 20 kilonewton lateral load. So you have to find out the free bending moment value. So maximum positive moment at midpoint of AB, maximum positive moment, because here you see this is the load. So what is the maximum positive moment here? You know that is WL by 4. If the load is present at the midpoint of the member, so what is the positive moment here? WL by 4, 20 into 6 by 4. So find out the maximum positive moment at midpoint of AB, 20 into 6 by 4. So this is your 30 kilonewton meter. Then after knowing the positive moment and this is the end moments, you have to draw the bending moment diagram. Here you see, so this is the positive moment diagram. This is positive moment diagram. Then what is the direction of this moment? 49.39. So here this is your 49.39, and here you see this is inside 16.99. So here this is 16.99. Then you draw this line. Similarly, here for this horizontal member BC, inside 16.99. So here draw 16.99, and this is outside of BC. This is your 23.44. So here you take this is 23.44. Then once again you draw this line. Then here you see this is 23.44 outside. So here you take 23.44, and this side is your 30.14 inside. So this is 30.14. Then you draw this line. Already we had discussed in first class. So that internally this side you take positive and outside you take negative. Positive and this is negative. Here also this is positive, negative, and here also this is positive and negative. And but here this is also positive BMD. So this portion is your cancel each other, the positive, negative. So here this is negative, and here this is positive, and this portion is your positive. This is negative, and this is negative, and this is positive. So this is the final bending moment diagram of the frame. Here you have to write 49.39, and here this is your 16.99, and here this is your 23.44, and here you have to write what is the moment you got here, 30 kilonewton meter. Here this is 30 kilonewton meter. Then you have to find out what is this maximum positive moment here. You know that is how to find out this one, because you have to find out this. You have to find out this value. Then you can find out this one, because this is the you have to draw this line, and you have to find out this one. So you have to write here what is the maximum positive moment here. So this is your sway analysis, and this is the final bending moment diagram of the frame. Now all are clear that how to solve the frame with sway.